Hey, it's Russ Payne with Rule Blame Public Radio. This is RPPR Actual Play. We are playing the Borellus connection for Fall of Delta Green. This is episode 16, I believe. If I'm numbering right.
We've been at this shit.
Yeah. So this is going to be a little Gaiden adventure. We're actually sticking to Fall of Delta Green. I did think about running this Cthulhu Dark, but, you know, I decided. or Dread.
Can't get enough.
Can't get enough.
Fun.
Yeah. So in the last mission in Operation Mistral, Agent David Nelson pursued Simon Orrin the Necromancer through a portal that turned out to be to Carcosa. And,
I texted him and made sure that was what his character was going to do.
well, yeah, maybe Chris didn't get all the details, but you know, he made the choice.
Yeah.
No, my text was like, "Hey, your character, are you willing for your character to go into Carcosa to chase the bad guy?"
Okay. And so you did. And so I decided I had an idea because Chris, tell us a little bit about your character's backstory, about how they got involved with Delta Green.
Okay, so when I got handed this character, he has this little small biography. He's a veteran FBI investigator, served briefly in a post-war Germany, and he encountered the natural weirdness while pursuing a serial killer. So the unnatural weirdness that he encountered was a creature that he found was called the Unzipper by the Germans. The killer that he was pursuing was a man that was strangling other men, and the big connection between all his victims were that they were mainly bankers and money lenders with capital interests aiding Germany during the war. So he's going around, whacking all those guys, and I'm pursuing him. I mean, like, yeah, he's doing a good thing, but you got to go after serial killers. So, and when I got this guy cornered in a cellar, I'm hiding and waiting for him. And I see him just kind of seize up all of a sudden, and the way I have to describe the Zipper doing their handiwork is that they can't unzip people when they're perceived. So we can't see them in our realm. We're in our bandwidth of light. We can't see them, but if they're ever perceived, they can't unzip anybody. So from what I saw, the serial killers, they're seized up, and I described it as like a cleft palate that just doesn't stop. And just starts, sectioning off, lumps kind of like cleanly, and they're always ice cold. These lumps are like ice cold, like someone just took it out of a fridge or something like that. And I saw this happen in front of me, and it freaked me out. And then I took pictures, and I talked to like my fellow officers about it, and they're like, this is horseshit. This is not real. You're having a hard time. And I eventually keep picking away at the underworld, and I start understanding, that I'm looking at things from beyond understanding. And that's also from where I learned that the thing I'm pursuing is called the Unzipper. And I forgot, you told me what the name for Zipper was, Tom. You did German. But so I did not witness it in action. I saw it in action the first time. I saw his handiwork 2 more times after that. It was too late to actually catch this Unzipper in the act. And then after that third time that I saw that stuff, 2 years passed, no new leads. And that's when Delta Green came and picked me up.
D-Rise for Schluss.
Thank you.
Yes.
So so as you step through the portal, you find yourself in a darkened area with wooden floors, and then a spotlight falls on you, but you are not alone. So why don't we go with Agent Garrison? So for you, what year is it for you?
Oh, it's 1995, of course.
Yeah. And you are a member of an organization. Yeah. And you have been tasked with investigating a missing artist who was living in the McAllister building.
Abigail, of course.
Abigail. But you seem to be, how are you doing in the building? You went in there at night, and how's it been going for you so far?
I'm a little lost.
Yeah.
It's a little twisty in here on the upper floors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you're walking through this building, this apartment building. What's the weirdest thing you've seen so far in the night floors?
Well, this obviously.
Yeah.
An auditorium with a guy up there.
Yeah.
It's not even structurally sound.
Yeah. So you step from a hallway onto a stage, and there's someone else there. And you recognize this man. You recognize David Nelson because you've read some old Delta Green files. And they talk about Operation Mistral from 1968. And there's a photo of David Nelson, an FBI agent, in there. And so he's standing there on stage, or someone who looks exactly like him. So
I hope it's a photo of me on Easter Island.
Yeah, it is.
Sunglasses.
Yeah. 100% it is. So you see someone was a Delta Green agent in 1968. You don't have all the files. You don't know how the mission ended, but yeah. What does your agent look like?
Oh, Agent Garrison?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, man. What's the most 90s look possible?
Frosted tips.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got frosted tips.
Day glow tank top.
Mark McGrath in a JCPenney suit comes into the auditorium.
All right.
He's got a tiny little soul patch. It's infuriating to see.
Yeah. All right. So you see that, and yeah, you, as you're looking around, and the spotlight's on Agent Nelson, but then you hear footsteps behind you. You see, so Agent Timothy.
Yes.
So what year is it for you?
1947.
Yes. And do you know Simon Orn?
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
I know the fuck out of him.
Yeah? What happened?
Well, the darndest thing happened. He killed me.
Yeah?
But he didn't let me stay that way.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember being essential salts, but I'm pretty sure that's what I was for a while, and I don't know how long.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to resort to tattooing something on myself to keep him from doing that again.
So I'll say you were being pursued by Orn, and you figured out the only way to fight. You broke back into his lair in order to find something that you could use against him, and you found his library. And there was a book in there that drew your attention.
Because of course it did.
Yeah, of course it did. And you start reading it, and you hear footsteps. You run into a hallway, and then you walk onto a darkened stage. So you're there clutching this book that you've only read a couple pages of, called The King in Yellow. But yeah, and then finally,
by the way,
yeah,
he looks like he just walked off of Dragnet.
Okay, yeah, G-Man, yeah, classic look. Maybe a little haunted.
Yeah, okay, kind of like Frank Webb if he was had PTSD.
Yeah,
and tattooed salts.
Yeah.
Well, they're on his chest. The tattoos are on his chest.
It's under the suit, which is probably a little disheveled.
Oh yeah, smelling of the grave. And then Aaron, what year is it for you?
So 1935.
And yes, please tell us about Dr. Alexander Quinn, I believe.
Yes, Dr. Alexander Quinn is a fellow researcher basically for Naval Section P, so which actually has historical precedence, so would be the predecessor to Delta Green. So, but yeah, he had been tasked with also tracking down potential outbreaks of a text that could cause people to go mad called The King in Yellow, which those investigations brought him to Paris and several of the opera houses that were supposedly putting them into circulation. When we ended up trying to find, I was with two fellow agents. I not that great in a firefight, but honestly, I was there to mainly do verification. I did find the text, but unfortunately, I could only describe them as mimes that somehow opened their own heads and tried to eat my cohorts. Were costing us. And before I knew it, I had the copy of the book, and I seemed to stumble back out of the room onto this. Who are you? I'm looking at all.
Yeah, you can all introduce yourselves. You're all standing on stage. Agent Nelson is in the. Yeah, what do you look like?
Short, mousy, graying. So he's in his late. It's mid-50s, so he's graying at the temples. A tweed jacket, bow tie, just mousy for the time. So.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I just kind of raise my hand and I say, "My name is David. Do any of you know where we are?"
Have you seen him? Is he still around?
Who's him?
Orn, have you seen him?
No, I've not seen an Orn. Is anyone here named Orn?
There's a voice coming from the audience section, and you can't see very well because the spotlight is on you. But there is a someone sitting in the third row, sort of silhouetting. He's like, "I think I can help you with that. I represent an organization that Mr. Simon Orn, some of you may have heard of, or are." Maybe not, but
Adagios for string starts playing in my head.
Simon Orn is attempting something that my organization does not like. And all of you are members of an organization that opposes that sort of thing. And we would like to help. But we can only help you if you're capable. And Agent Nelson here, there is another miscreant here, one you are familiar with. I believe you called him the Unzipper.
Okay, I feel like a little shock go through my heart. You know, I mean, admittedly, it's been even months before I last thought about it. So, now this is unpleasant memories start coming back.
If you at the back of the stage, you'll see a door. And when you open that door, it'll take you to where you want to go. And that will lead you on a trail to find the unzipper in this realm, which is called Carcosa. If you can find the unzipper, then you are worthy of receiving our aid, and we will take you to where you can stop Orn. But if you can't, or if you decide not to, we can provide you a way to leave this place. It is a simple agreement, a simple deal, I guess you could say. You'll help us deal with the unzipper, and we'll help you with Orn. Very simple. I suppose that would be satisfactory.
We get to finally kill him?
That's up to you, really.
Who are you people?
Well, I represent a government, I guess you could say, the government of Carcosa.
Yeah, I represent the United States government. Where's Abigail Wright?
Abigail, yes. I can. If you help us with the unzipper, I'll help you find Abigail.
Unzipper. This is bullshit.
I was also brought in specifically to. I still holding the King and Yale manuscript.
Sure.
So I'm holding the book.
Well, you're holding a book. You're holding a playmat.
I was like, I'm still. I was sent here to investigate this because of your links. I've heard of a place called Carcosa, but that seems to be only hearsay and legend, and also, and if I'm being honest, something akin to an end of the world scenario.
Well, the world seems to be. The figure kind of looks around. It doesn't seem to be ending just yet. But Orn, well, he is very ambitious.
Okay, yeah, we'll find this unzipper guy. We'll kill him. Whatever you need us to do.
Just find him and put a stop to him, however you see fit, and you'll either find your way, and we will help you deal with Orn, or at least return.
What has the unzipper done that you want it dead?
Well, he is unzipping people here, and it's rather unpleasant.
Well, who brought him here?
That's something I do not know.
We can ask him.
Ostensibly, forgive me, can I assume that you conjured us?
Well, no, you came here. You decided to pursue Orn, and you trespassed in our realm.
I was pushed through a door.
I read
two of my agents.
I started reading this book. I don't know.
Well, that paper you hold is basically a ticket here.
What about the people I was with? They're in imminent danger.
They might be around here. I suppose you could look.
Might?
I don't know. I don't know of everyone in this. It's a very large realm you'll find.
What can you do to help us?
I gave you a door. The door will lead you to your trail.
Are there other things you can do to help us, please?
What would you want me to do?
I don't have a great imagination. Just wondering if there's anything else you can do.
Nelson. That's your name, right? Nelson?
Yeah.
4/7/1928.
That's correct.
How do you know that?
These aren't opera fans, man. What's your favorite opera? Why are you here?
I went through a portal. I was chasing this fucking guy, and then I ended up here on this stage. We're on stage. Have you noticed? We're on stage.
How about some weapons? I am completely unarmed.
Oh, check that crate back there.
Of course there's a crate. Why wouldn't there be?
Nelson, we got to get out of here, man.
Fine. All right.
I'll check the crate.
This whole thing's wrong.
Excuse me.
There are revolvers and Tommy guns.
Forgive the impropriety, but are you Naval Section P as well?
This
I
is
rattle
nice.
off at some sort of nonsense code phrase.
What the hell is Naval Section P?
Well, we were. I'm
Oh, wait.
take that as a no.
I have
but
history.
obviously,
I'm going to take a look at your
Hey, Ross.
identification here.
I have history. Would I know that?
What? No, that's secret Delta Green. That would be unnatural.
I have unnatural.
Yeah. If you want to spend your 1 point of unnatural.
I don't. Not for that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Let's say we were dealt with basically an issue, right? We were formed after dealing with an issue of that's like summon porch right now within people who were at a small fishing village. So.
Oh, you must have been really good at it with that level of offset. Nelson, I don't know why you're here, but we got to get out of here.
Fine, but
You're my only clue on this whole thing.
So this is like a vintage, 1930s.
It looks like it's brand new.
So what's your thing? You're looking for an
I'm familiar with this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had no idea it was connected, but we can't. There's too many ears around here. Who is that guy? I'm going out into the crowd. I want to see this guy.
The entire theater, which is very large, is empty except for that one guy. And so you approach him. He's just a figure in a dark suit with a hat on. When you get closer, give me a stability check.
First one of the day.
Is it?
Fail.
It is 2 stability because it is a mannequin, a wooden marionette, human sized.
All right. I was like, okay, let's go find this unzipper, and we'll kill him and get out of here.
Okay, I believe you said he's behind the door up there. I mean, Jesus Christ.
There is a door at the back of the stage, yeah.
I'm going chasing this thing for you. You're talking to a fucking mannequin. We got to get out of here, man.
I'm going straight to the door. Like, let's do this.
Is this your first time with the weird, with the strange, the ineffable?
I mean, is there a radio behind him? Maybe he was...
You've all had I did give all the pre-gens a things
I
man was meant
Nelson,
to.
you came to me from France. There were student riots going on. You went down an alley and you never came back. Your operation was named Mistral. Do you understand?
When were you born?
What are you talking about?
From where do you come?
In 1978. What do you need for that? We have to go.
78?
Everyone give me a stability check. Except for you, because it's your year, yeah.
No.
All right, it's 1 if you fail.
Okay.
4.
Yeah, if you 4, you're fine. If you open the door, it opens up.
Actually, like 1912.
Okay, yeah, you can give me a stability check. Does not look like he's 80s. He doesn't look. He's a spry 80-year-old.
What's my damage?
Just 1.
Look, I don't know how it's related to, but I saw the Orange name in those files. They were all in Money's notes. You never caught him. This is all connected, all right? He's got Abigail. We just got to get down to the 3rd floor and get this figured out and debrief you. I don't know who these people are. But
He says these things that have yet to happen. I feel like, fire going between my ears.
Was Delta Green around in 40? Was Delta Green around in 47?
Yeah, it was continuing. It was formally founded in World War II, and so you were cleaning up Europe after the war.
it was still P Division then. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was formerly called Delta Green in World War II. Okay, well, you're P Division then.
It's like
Also,
Agent Timothy, like P Division.
What the fuck is a P Division?
so you're with my outfit.
I might be. I'm not familiar with you.
And I'll recite off there. So you're okay. Does this make sense to you to be able to track and protect against like unknowns of the world?
Like,
is that an oath that was given to you at any point?
Yeah, of course. I took it in Germany at
So-
the end of the war.
The Great War?
If you're familiar with me, then you're
like-
familiar with all this shit too.
And none they're fucking lying. Oaths? When do you remember taking a fucking oath? I got into my fucking cell in a parking lot. We need to get out of here, man.
Yeah. Are any of you going to the back door or checking out the rest of the stage? Or
I'm standing there like, why are we still here?
I'll
Let's
look
go.
around because I'm curious about this place. So I actually look at the door that I came in and open it.
Oh, it's not there.
We're being pulled at two
That's
ends here. This gentleman needs to get to the 3rd floor, and you desperately want to get to where the unzipper is.
Like, yes, let's kill this zipper person, whatever he is, and get out of here. Like, so I can go kill Orn. I'm going to kill that.
Does anyone have any? You can't see him. If you can't see him, you can't get him.
I'm used to weird things. I've been dead. So yes, I'm going to kill him now.
I don't think you can. I chased this thing, whatever the hell it is, for years.
Well, I'm certainly going to try. So let's, why are we waiting here?
David. I'm going to take David aside as the voice of reason. Yeah. Look, I don't know what's going on here. Do you remember how you got here?
I was chasing. Who was I chasing? Orn. I was chasing Orn. I was chasing him and went through. He
ran into a field, and you ran behind him.
I was behind him in the field
after a lovely car chase.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I was just here after that. I was chasing him in the field. Now I'm here.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't know what's going on with you. I'm going to be completely honest. But whatever happened to you is still happening, all right? It's happening in New York, and I got to solve it. So I'm with you to figure this out, and we'll go back, and we'll talk to A-Cell, and we'll get it all figured out, and you can come home. But got to keep these Looney Tunes. I don't think everyone here is really a person.
I don't know anymore, honestly. I told you I've been dead.
I'm fairly certain of me being real, so that. But also, I've heard about altered dream states right now. Where
are you going to arm yourselves? I'm the only one that's done that so far.
Yeah,
we need to make a choice. We need to act in concert. Okay,
you can use preparedness to make rolls for things that you have on your person. Yeah, just step right.
I'm actually going to assume I had nothing but the clothes I had on in the book.
Yeah, you were on the run. Yeah. So, yeah.
If you've read about me, then you've read about the unzipper. This is our chance to get the little fucking thing. We have to take it.
Yeah, sure. I don't know. I didn't read every file, man. I agree. But, don't let the sleepwalkers.
Okay.
I'm perfect. Like, I can hear you.
Well, no, it's a big stage. If he took him aside.
I'm doing literal asides.
Yeah.
Like a stage definition.
Yeah, exactly.
It's on an aside. I'm literally on the side of the stage whispering to a single person.
No, I'm probably imagining you saying something completely
I'm
different.
spending all my notice.
I took levels in Greek choir.
Can I also say I have like my messenger bag with me to go
Sure,
and put
of course.
the transcript in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
past.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a very old vintage bag.
Oh, yeah. So, are any of you approaching the door, searching the place, or doing anything?
I was approaching the door in the back.
I'm searching around before.
Will you please come with
see
us?
what's Allison here?
Because if we all need to go in there at the same time, right? Okay, we're going to get this thing.
I don't know what's going on. Sure, I guess we should go.
I don't know much either, but I think we have to trust each other right now. We have to. That was a wooden dummy we were talking to out there. It's not real.
It's like, yeah, I know.
Okay, so we, the people who know that are real, need to like fucking get together and form one team. Okay.
Yeah, sure. We can do that.
All right. So you,
because I'm pretty sure I am alive right now, right?
You have to assume that. I assume you're alive.
I think so too, which is good.
Okay.
Which is good.
Okay.
Let's at least take one step. So
all right. So you go to the door. It is ajar. And
the door that he was pointing to. That's where I was going.
Yeah. The door is ajar.
Did anyone else say any weapons, by the way?
No.
I'll reach in because I can use them.
They have revolvers.
Just take out one.
I take a gun out of the box myself.
Or do you still have yours? You were in the field.
Yeah, you could still have your handgun.
Okay.
Yeah. You could probably have your own handgun, like a Glock or something. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I've always said, what the hell is that gun?
A little bit gauche, but I think I can.
Nelson, you recognize just from the lighting and just from the doors ajar, you can instantly tell where it leads. It leads to the cellar.
You get.
Yeah.
Okay. So I feel the sensation not unlike chewing aluminum set in my teeth. Okay. So I turn away from him and I face the group. I face my new teammates.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ostensibly behind us is this unsipper creature. Ostensibly, we can't leave until it's destroyed anyways. You are searching for Abigail. Is it possible that Abigail could be behind the door? Because the dummy says it takes you where you want to be.
I certainly hope so.
So.
But you being here can't be a coincidence. It's got to all go back to Orn. It was in your files. I read about him earlier.
Yeah. Yes, it probably does. I encountered him before.
So do you think this maybe is a trap?
I couldn't tell you, man, but we gotta get back and we gotta debrief you as much as possible.
Also, does that name ring any bells for me?
Orn, you've heard the name as part of a circle of necromancers from early American history.
Okay, so I'll bring it up. Is this gentleman referred to? Is it relating to a necromancer, somebody who at least raises dead things, or that?
Yes,
so
it certainly does. He brought me back.
Oh, so at least that might be interesting. At least stopping in his tracks before.
And I definitely I'm going to repay him back for that.
Okay.
Oh, I'm dead too. He brought me back for life too. We're dead, brothers. I go out to reach your hand.
Sure.
Psych. 1995.
Damn. Fucking got him.
What was that?
Colloquial greetings right now. And that's that far in there. So I'm supposed to reach out and then pull away.
Jesus Christ, we got to get out of here, man.
All right.
Fine. Okay.
I'm not a social.
Are you going to the cellar, or are you going to look for another way out?
Let's go to the cell.
All right.
Let's go to the cellar.
Yeah. All right. You open the door. What kind of cellar was it? Was it a rich, a poor house cellar?
No, I think English country cellar. As a matter of fact, I just played Adamfall. The cellars in that game are outstanding. That's why I said cellar when I made this part. So go play Adamfall real quick, listener. All right, thank you.
All right, the nicest cellar any of you have ever seen.
We regain sanity by looking at its marvelous.
This is after the attack. This is after you've set it up as a crime scene, essentially, and sectioned it off. There are little chalk marks where the body parts were, but you also see on the table there are a large amount of case files. You don't remember taking the case files and working on the case in the cellar, so that's a little odd, but this is working over this cellar after the incident. So, but yeah, you all can see there's a lot of case files in English about this serial killer in Germany, and some files with a green triangle on them. about this unzipper entity.
All right, well, let's go through them.
All the research I could ever hope for. So,
Yeah, each of you can make a spend of some kind. History, criminology.
Could I roll my agency like FBI?
Yeah, you could just spend it, but you could do. Yeah.
I'll spend history.
Okay, yeah. And as you go through that, you can see there were no connections that they could find at the time, but each of you that makes a spend, you can make a stability check.
okay. Can I do an occult spend? So,
Yeah, you can.
okay.
I got a 4.
All right, you're fine.
Lost level.
Okay. Actually, you don't have to because you're these two.
No.
Okay. Are you making a spend, or are you looking at the files?
There's files and stuff.
Yeah. Case files.
And you said it's a cult.
Occult would work. Criminology,
I spend
history. Yeah. Anthropology. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll spend a cult.
Okay. So you can make a spend as well. Not a spend, a stability check.
Oh, okay. I make that.
All right. Each of you realizes there were 3 victims, and each of you has a personal connection to one of the victims. Like they were a distant member of your family, or you were influenced by their work as a writer or something like that. Like each of you recognizes one of the names of the victims. So, and when talking about this, you realize that the unzipper is targeting was targeting all of you, because you were looking for the serial killer, and each of you knows one of the victims in some way, or were connected to the victim in some way. And especially for you two, it's extremely disturbing because these are killings that happened in the future. But like reading up on the victims, you realize that your cousin married one of the victims, or that, things of that nature. So
Grandfather?
Yeah. But you actually, with that extra information, you realize there are more victims. You begin to think about other people that are close to you that have died or disappeared under mysterious circumstances. The body was found missing or found mutilated in a strange way, and only part of the body was recovered. So if one of you wants to, you get the sense that you could go to one of the scenes of the crime. If you can pick someone you can think of, like someone connected to one of your bonds or a bond, you could go. You realize somehow that you could perhaps save one of your bonds from the unzipper, or someone you know from the unzipper being killed. So, yeah. But somehow the unzipper knows about all of you and your connection to it, which is not fun to think about.
No, it's not.
Yeah. So if one of you wants to come up with a place and a person that is connected to you, we could say the door can take you there, and you could try and intervene.
I've got one.
Okay.
That person is Mary Stevenson. She was a young woman in London during the war. That while I was while I was over there, I was over there before America officially got involved during the Blitz.
Okay.
And we just kind of met, and I ended up spending many times in in her apartment building cellar during the Blitz.
Okay.
And we grew very fond of each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I made sure I was in Europe mainly for my country and her.
Mm-hmm. All right. So yeah, you realize the unzipper must have gotten to her. And so she just disappeared, or you assume
she
disappeared during
the war.
Yeah, during one of the raids. Mm-hmm. I just assumed she was blown up by a bomb.
I was. Yeah.
Okay, so somehow you intuitively know that during one of the raids, the unzipper got to her, and that's why she never returned to you. And if you think about it, you can open that door, and you'll be nearby in a place you'll be able to save her.
Look, maybe we can stop him right now. I'm pretty sure I can do this. I'm going to the door, and that's where I want to go.
Okay. So you open the door, and it opens up into the night, the dark of a London alley, and you can hear air raid sirens going off, and you hear explosions in the distance. As Agent Timothy here has just described that he knows someone who was killed by the unzipper during the Blitz, and you could go and intervene and save this victim and stop the unzipper. So how are you feeling about that, Agent Garrison?
I'm a little worried about the prospect of going to the London during the Blitz.
Yeah.
Because that's not supposed to be located in Midtown, but I suppose I'm here to get out. So if that's the way forward.
Okay. So yeah, Tom set the stage, like where, so it's in an alley, but where was she? Like, was she in the street? Was she walking home, or like what?
She was running back to her flat building to get to the. It was like one of the many bomb shelters. Like she didn't. I'm pretty sure she didn't. Well, she wasn't close enough to like an underground tube, so she's running to her building's basement.
Okay. So she's running from the street into the basement, or trying to get to the basement. So what, Agent Nelson, like what should they know about, do you have a plan for, now that you have a team ready to stop the unzipper before it strikes again?
Well, I mean, I tell them everything I know, which is that it seems we can't see it. Like we can't see it. In my theory, my hunch is that it can only be stopped when it can be perceived. And, we can't perceive it on the wavelength of light that we're able to, I'm not sure this thing like could be seen in ultraviolet light or something like that. I'm not quite sure. I haven't thought that far ahead. Because black lights were a part of investigative services when we started doing this whole thing. So I would have thought to do that by now, but maybe I didn't. I don't know.
I have no idea what a black light is.
Yeah. Let's just say that we need to try shining ultraviolet light on it to see if we can finally see.
I mean, this is a crime scene, and I did say it was already being worked up, so you could spend a point of preparedness and say you have a black light.
Cool.
All right. So you all four step in, and yeah, you're in London during the Blitz, and you can hear which hasn't happened to you yet.
The roads seem a bit different. What's that noise?
It's an air raid. Like
raid? By who?
It's like think of the Zeppelins, but worse.
Yeah, give me a stability check there, Quinn.
Fun for
Some Medal of Honor shit.
bad day for Quinn.
It's another stability. Yeah. So all of you start. All of you can give me a sense trouble check.
There's always trouble.
Ah, piss.
Spend my turn.
Okay.
5.
4. Made it.
Or if you make it 4, yeah, you can see what does Mary look like?
Woman at mid-20, like 25, lower middle class. Yeah, so not practical clothing for for early 40s London.
Okay. So yeah, you see her
like very dark circles from not sleeping a whole lot.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah.
So you can see her rushing down the street. So you're in the alley. She's across the street. So you're basically outside of the building, near the basement. I guess it's like a storm cellar entrance, or do you have to get inside the building? You
have to go inside the lobby.
You have to go inside the lobby. So you're outside the building, and you can see her across the street. And she's walking towards you, or rushing towards the entrance of the building. So go to each of you. So who made their sense trouble check? Okay, everybody but Nelson. But yeah. So all of you don't see it, but there's very little light. It's very dark because they have blackout curtains and everything, so it's harder for the bombers to hit. But yeah, you get the sense that the unzipper is somewhere nearby. But how would you just get this sense tingling on the back of your neck that this thing is nearby? How would you try to find the unzipper's exact position? So you can see Mary. She's the target. The unzipper's in the area about to strike. So it's an invisible creature. So how would you try to?
So look around. Actually,
yell at Mary to tell her to stop, or start shooting wildly. Yeah.
Stupid question to prepare.
Yeah.
Well, if it's like prepare to start notice to see if there's sandbags somewhere around, or
yeah, there's some sandbags. Sure.
Okay. Taking out my pocket knife.
Mm-hmm.
Let's rip one of those open and just start scattering it as much as I can. If it's something we can't see, maybe the particulates will fall onto it.
Okay, yeah. So you can give me athletic checks to see how much you can get across.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and spend 2 on that. That'll be 6.
Oh, yeah. So Dr. Quinn starts throwing sand in the air. Meanwhile, Garrison, do you have an idea of what you want to do?
I guess I will yell out.
Okay.
Hey, stop.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. She stops and looks at you. She's very confused. Are you a friend of? And you can hear a roar in the distance. You can't make out the name of. You think maybe she said Tim, but you're not sure. And so, Tim, what are you going to be doing?
I'm going out. It's like you're in danger. You need to get. It's like you need to get down below.
Well, she's across the street. That she's trying to get to you where you are. You're in front of the building.
I'm running out. I'm gonna.
Okay, you run out to her. So as Quinn's throwing the sand out, you made your sense trouble check. So even though there's very little light, you can see there's a bit of sand. Just sort of, it seems like it's floating in the air. It's stuck to something.
So just put a burst. Is she in the line of fire?
If you give me an athletics check, you can get
Okay.
difficulty 4. You can run out and get an angle on it without her being in the line of fire.
Yeah, spinning 3.
Okay.
Just 5.
Okay. Yeah. There's very little sand on it, so it's the hit threshold for this is 6. It's an
I'm
invisible
gonna
line.
put a line of bullets right down at.
All right.
Spending 4. That's an 8.
Okay. So you're Nelson, you're a little slow. You see all this happen as you're kind of like, you still like coming to terms that you're fucking back in time. And you sort of instinctively get your black light out and start shining at the area where Timothy shot with a Tommy gun, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see a blood trail just form out of midair. There's some sort of dark liquid pouring out of the air. And you hear some kind of meaty, some sort of sound. And the trail starts running down the street. So, yeah.
In hot pursuit.
Yeah. And you realize the liquid is only visible as when you have the black light on it. You didn't get the black light on the creature itself or the entity itself, just on its blood or viscera or ichor or whatever it is. So everyone give me athletics checks.
No, 4.
On that.
4, made it.
Okay.
4.
Believe it or not. 4.
4. Yeah, difficulty was 4. Did anyone not make that?
Nope.
Okay.
They all did it.
All right.
As
So
was a team. We're
yeah.
in sync.
So you leave Mary behind to chase after this thing.
I mean, it's like get down below.
All right. She runs. You don't see her again.
Like I'm not gonna tell her I'm technically not in England right now in this time period.
Yeah. And all of you, it runs and you run down the street. It turns a corner and you hear the sound of a door opening and you can see it ran into a building. But the door looks very familiar. When you approach the door, you can see the door possibly opens up into a wooded, snowy field at night.
This is familiar to me.
No, I mean, well, the door itself, it's the same one you used to get to the cellar.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
The fiend managed to actually do the same trick we were doing.
We're in this far. We're this close. We have to keep trying, keep pushing.
All right.
So we'll get out of there, right?
Yeah. So you continue your chase and you go from London to a wooded field in winter. It's snowy. It's cold. And you come to a large mansion. Those of you with history or architecture recognize it as the style of like a 13th or 14th century French villa. And the double doors leading into it, you can see a few lights on in this estate. But other than that, some dim lights. The doors are open and there's a trail of blood leading inside.
Okay, yeah.
Feel good about this.
So would a spin on that architecture actually give us like what exactly this area would be potentially for this house? Or
I mean, no, it's actually no. If you want to make a spend, yeah.
Okay, all right.
It's an infamous mansion that you've seen before in sketches. Chateau de Portes, the mansion of doors that was built by a noble who went mad as he was obsessed with building many doors. And he was obsessed with the occult and alchemy, and he disappeared in the mansion. And his architect and servant died under mysterious circumstances.
So that itself right now might be a bigger problem. Well, that's like what's going into it because it's like a Chateau de Portes, so it's basically doorways upon doorways. So this is considered infamous right now, even with the other researchers.
I guess we should stick together. If we get separated, I'm not sure any of us find each other again in here.
Definitely don't split up.
Okay.
You step in to the mansion, and it is fully lit up inside. It's quite warm and nice compared to the winter outside. And it is a brilliantly appointed French mansion. And there is an old man in a butler's outfit, uniform, who looks at you. He's like, "Oh, welcome, sirs. I did not hear you knock on the door. Welcome to Chateau de Ports, the mansion doors. Do you have an appointment?"
We don't, but pointing down to the blood trail, is the blood trail still there?
"Oh, yes, my master, Gabriel, he just left. He had said he had scraped his leg on something and was attending to his wound."
He did, but in turn right now, we've actually come to assist him. We were a part of the physician team that has been called in to deal with
Yes, with our medical tools here.
Yeah.
Could you lead us to him?
"Oh, no, I'm very bad at finding him. He is somewhere in here." "Well, I can help you. It is a very large mansion inside. It is very easy to get lost." Were you trying to help him understand part of the... He's been trying to understand Monsieur's Simon Owen's art, yes. So, were you part of that?
Yes, we are. It's like if something else interested in Monsieur's Owen's work. So.
Oh, I see. So, yes, he was very fascinated with Simon Orne. He had this art of mixing minds through reducing the body into a powder that he called the essential salts. You see, Master Allard had mastered a way of separating people into the parts, but only in more larger sections. He did not find the gradation of the powder to be as well, different forms of art. If you want to find Mr. Allard, you must find him in the mansion. But perhaps the salts are superior. You must. The mansion is very large. If you want to use of the library, we have some other rooms here that you could use to help. But other than that, I do not know how to find him on my own. You must use his methods to find him, I think.
Well, I can research something of a speciality, so we'll look onto that. But thank you so much for your assistance.
Yeah, he points to 4 doors along the way, 2 on each side. He says, "If you go up there, that'll take you into the mansion property, somewhere up there. But I must warn you, it is very large. It is easy to get lost. You must understand Allard's methods in order to find him."
It's very easy to get stuck in an infinite loop of Scooby-Doo chases. All right, we got men running around it for the last 500 years. Can't catch each other.
Yes, we have the flesh crafting room in this one. And I believe Monsieur Timothy, I believe you will find this library very of use. And so Garrison, the green box you thought burned? It is just down there. And you, Dr. Quinn, there is the P Division archives are right over there.
Thank you for letting us know. So I will take a look at that in a second. So backing up, did that make any sense to you?
A little too much sense.
Maybe you should look at these rooms one at a time. So,
yeah, I don't think we should get out of each other's sight.
That's good. So, yeah, just for clarifying, would you mind if we adjourn over to the P section room just so I can confirm if this is
sure? Let's start there. Why not? Let's start there.
Okay. You open the door. It is like a library or a museum's archive room, just long shelves filled with books, but also artifacts and objects. And all of you see something very odd. You see a man in glasses holding a hammer and just a furious look in his face, and he looked like he's about to smash something. He's at the other end of the room, but he's frozen, like a photograph.
Do I recognize this man?
Yeah, he works in P Division.
Dear God, so
it looks like he's lost his mind. He's about to fucking destroy the entire place.
Well, it's like.
Do we need to do something about...
Oh, you heard about this. A researcher in the 30s went mad and destroyed a lot of the archives.
That incident back in the 30s when apparently research, a bunch of artifacts were destroyed.
Was that so? Take a look at what's he looking at? What's the hammer aimed at first? So that he's
something they dug up in Australia. A weird metal box.
So is he moving, or like you said,
he's frozen like a photograph.
Do we need to do something about this?
I'm not sure that we can. So just looking
I'll approach him.
Yeah.
It's
like touching a statue or a rock. It's very solid, like weirdly solid.
I wonder if we bring.
I think he's inanimate.
I wonder if we bring him out of the door, if that will take him out of this set.
I thought we were here for this unzipper character. Is that him?
No, but that being said, though, we have other records here that they're...
if you want to make a human spend, you can.
So can I take the hammer out of his hand?
No, it's stuck.
Like it's stuck in his hand.
He's totally very good. You realize what the butler was saying is that the only way to navigate the mansion proper is to use his master's techniques, and i.e. get something unnatural that will help you navigate an otherwise unnavigable maze. So you must find, or do something using these, books or artifacts. So this is out of character. This is a little more freeform. You all know about Cthulhu Mythos and Delta Green shit. So you could just say, oh, that weird thing in Australia, I know what that is. And it's blah, blah, blah. Or you could go in the mansion and see what's up and then come back But that's what the butler is saying, is that the only way to get through the mansion is to use his tools. And these are some of his tools. So
okay. And that looking at well, I think I remember this from the record, because this is honestly, this box right now was something I actually opened it up and look into it, and it appears to be just this cone-shaped carving. So, and it's like, if I remember correctly, this is something that went missing a few years ago when. You're correct. Right now, this entire room was completely destroyed by my colleague over here, Dr. Thompson. Like, poor fellow, just saw something else. But what we described from his interview afterwards was that he touched this and he was suddenly seeing through somebody else's eyes like they were his own. He didn't recognize it, but the amount of dissociation he suffered from seemed to drive him mad. But that being said, though, if there's any other people in here, or if we want to connect with them, that's like this unzipper ourselves in one way, this might be a method of doing it.
Yeah, I just know that I have notes on where Orrin would be, and that's what I was going to use to try and find him. But if you've got another plan, I'll take whatever works and get us out of here.
Okay.
The library is referred to as the one I escaped from. Yeah, there was all kinds of weird artifacts in there.
Well, we don't have to ascribe to at least
Nelson,
one
why
thing.
can't you just tell us where he's at?
Because he ran through here. We've been chasing him.
No, but your journals.
That's the thing.
I read them before they burned.
The trail went cold for 2 years. This is the first time I've talked about him in years.
Okay.
You might not have written them yet.
Listen, we don't know what's going to happen from here on out. So you have to debrief with me, all right?
Okay.
While we do this. But yeah, we can go find her magic doodad, but you got to talk it through with me in case we get separated in here, because you know too much. We got to get this back to the group.
Okay. The zipper cannot proceed in the normal bandwidth of light. I've had this little black light. At least lets bullets hit them.
Okay.
But, I think we could all do with having our own black light, for goodness sakes. If we could somehow find this or multiply what I have right here.
Would you have that in your green box?
Yes, I remember looking at all of his notes in the green box.
Okay. Let's go to this green
the
box.
Notes of Gina Lamb, all those ballistics about money. It was all in there when I was processing it.
Okay. Well, grabbing the artifact itself. So and pushing back to the mention bag, why don't we have this on hand and we'll go to that? So just if nothing else, a backup plan.
Sure.
Okay.
So,
All right. Through the green box.
Okay. You open the door. What was the green box in? Just a self-storage locker? Yeah.
It's a self-storage unit.
Okay.
And a mansion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great how they put the rolly door.
They did. Yeah. You open the door. There's a rolling
frame.
Yeah. Well, you open the mahogany door and the rolling shutter's right behind it. So yeah. You open it up and it looks like the last time I put eyes on it before it burned down mysteriously and everything was lost in it, you thought, but it's all there. So, but no, there's actually one thing that is a little different. There is an ammo can, a metal ammo can sitting prominently on one of the crates.
Okay. Is that the crate I need?
It is.
Okay. I turned to Nelson. So you got to tell me, when did you know about Abrams? When did you know he turned?
Is this news to me?
Oh, yeah. I mean, think about Marcus Abrams. Yeah. Tom's character. What do you think about him right now?
Well, I didn't think too much about him, but I mean, like,
do you think he was still human?
How much did you? I guess not. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I only have Lamb's notes for the first day in Baltimore, and you weren't there, obviously, but you had to know before that, right?
I have suspicions, but I didn't act on it. He was still a member of the team.
I mean, Carstairs was talking to Money as far back as Saigon about it. You were totally in the dark about this?
They're not very good at communicating. It's actually one of their weak points. It's a blind spot, I would say.
So, did you feel like you have a turncoat right now? Is this something to do with what creature we're hunting?
It's above your pay grade, ma'am. I opened the ammo box carelessly, even.
Okay, yeah. Give me a sense trouble check.
Yay! I spend nothing.
Okay. Tilted, yeah.
Damn, I make it.
You open it up and something flies out and you duck, but then it skitters in the darkness. Something like an insect, but very big. Like, yeah. Yeah. You could just hear the skittering sound all throughout the green box.
What the devil is that?
Yeah, so we're going to combat timing now. So you dodge, got out of the way. Let's see here. Agent Timothy, what do you want to do?
Like, I'm taking a step outside.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, I will open fire if I see this thing. Please don't be in front of it.
Okay.
I shot my black rifle around in the shadows. I'm trying to flush this thing out.
Let's see here. You can give me another sense trouble check to see where it is.
Okay. Sense that trouble.
Yeah.
6.
Okay. Yeah, you see it. It's under a crate, like you just put down, and it starts skittering towards you. It's yeah.
All right.
So what are you doing, Quinn?
Can I see the insect right now, or is it?
Well, yeah. So Nelson, you I assume it's here. Yeah. So you are holding your action. So yeah, you can both.
I'm just gonna. I do have my gun in there, so I'm gonna take an aim on it.
All right, difficulty 6 for both
and
of you.
I'll burst.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not spending. I'm just gonna shoot. Nope.
Okay.
That's miss.
Yeah, that's gonna be 8.
Okay. You hold the Tommy gun under a crate and fire, and weirdly enough, it doesn't handle it that well. And the recoil, you hear thumping in the back of that. What's something flammable in the green box?
What isn't flammable?
Candy.
The only thing in here that isn't flammable is inflammable.
All right. So
It's like wait, we got haunted napalm in here.
you hear something metallic and something like liquid pouring out, and yeah, you probably don't have very long.
I'm going for the journals.
All right.
I'm going for all of the Borellus connection.
Yeah. Give me a athletic check to get the crate open in time. Other people can help, except yeah. All right.
4.
All right.
6.
Okay. 6, you manage to get the crate open and you grab a armful of files. The rest of you, I assume, are helping.
I made my shot though. So
It's just a bug. Yeah, it's very small.
This is not small.
Yeah. No, go ahead and roll damage.
Thank
Maybe
you.
you didn't kill it. Yeah, you're right.
Thank you. 6.
Okay, yeah, 6. That is enough to kill the bug.
Good.
Your first day in Carcosa.
But yeah, you all grab files and pull it out and close the door before the green box burns again. Or maybe that was the thing that caused the green box to burn down. So yeah, you all have a bunch of files to look forward to.
What's this connection? Like, what's this? What was it? What was this whole thing about? All these files.
Look, he went missing looking for Simon Orr. This girl is missing. You all were declared missing, I assume, wherever you're from. It's all connected to this one guy. So we got to figure out what Nelson knows, track him down.
All right.
So the butler brings you some coffee, French press coffee, and some croissants and snacks. He's like, oh, yes, we have a nice lounge if you wish to read, it says.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Or it goes through the infinite maze.
Yeah, and you start reading about the Borellus connection that started with Operation Jade Phoenix. And
Does Nelson recognize his own handwriting?
Yeah, he does.
That kind of tumbler whiskey, I'm laughing.
Yeah.
I remember that one.
Yeah. On a plane, you say.
It's like, oh, those fucking crocodile things.
So, what we were a part of becomes you?
What do you mean becomes me?
Well,
Before Delta Green, these were the folk that were chasing around the ineffable unknown.
That it all began with essentially Innsmouth building up into this.
It's like, wait, you were at Innsmouth?
No.
I mean, you could have been if you wanted.
No, I only was
What are you? There's no Delta Green. There is nothing anymore.
Right.
So
no, nothing.
I'm
So
sorry. There's such jumps in decades here that it's very hard to parse.
Delta Green's just gone by the time you're born, or what is this? What do you mean?
Where
They're
have you
gone.
been for the last 30 years?
I'm telling you, I was chasing Orin through a field. A tunnel happened. I'm on stage, and now we're having this argument again.
Well, I guess I wasn't there, Grandpa, but I hate to ruin it for you. Spoiler alert, Vietnam didn't end well. There's no organization. No one's doing the good work. No one's fighting the good fight. Everyone's just putting in where they can.
What does it mean, French Indochina?
Oh, my God.
So what's your authorization? I mean, what's your cover?
Authorization. Look at this shit. You need somebody to sign a form to tell you it's okay to be freaked the fuck out about this shit?
No, that's always been the thing. So
that's universal.
No, this, and I don't mean to make light about it. This is fascinating too. That this place that's brought up to a point where we could see the history of ascension, stability, and then fall. That's.
Look, Orin had to have tendrils in New York, right? And it had to be near the McAllister building. So we just got to find where he was shipping. You had all those records on the International Hero Shipping Gate when you were doing Mistral. So we'll just look at that and we'll find where he's in New York and we'll get there and that'll be where we find him.
Fine, let's do this.
Okay. So you start looking. You can
looking for definite ties to the McAllister building.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because this is obviously his fault.
It is his fault. Yeah. So what you do find is there is a ritual Orin used to transcend time and space that you think is key to this. After spending hours reading through these files, you see that Orin was particularly fascinated with the gate and the key. And there is something you can do to, maybe if you follow in Orin's footsteps, if you do what he did, you can understand what he was doing. You could see connections you couldn't see before. And so there is a ritual you could try where you essentially start wandering without purpose. The ritual is called Derive, and you could use that so that's something that comes to mind. But in terms of immediate connections, you do find Orin did have knowledge of Carcosa and this place that you're clearly in, and he is oddly fascinated, and he's also seeming to be ageless and stepping through time. Yeah, or maybe that's just because he doesn't fucking age anymore. It's hard to tell exactly, but so Agent Garrison, you do get this ritual, so you can try that. But in terms of immediate connections, nothing apparent comes up. One thing is also these files are incomplete. These are aged. These have coffee stains on them. They have other weird stains on them. Some of them are cut up. Some of them have like blacked out sections. These are, they've been sitting in various lockers and storage facilities for decades.
Can we make sure he sees the one detailing all of our futures and deaths?
No, it doesn't have the last operation. It ends with Operation Mistral. So yeah, that part is missing from the archives. Yeah. So that's what you find. Agent Timothy, what are you looking for through these files?
I'm more just looking to the future, more fascinated by the future of the organization.
Okay, yeah.
Just we actually became something.
Mm-hmm. You did become something.
And of course, we completely fucked up the post-war, didn't we?
Yeah. Well, again, these are mostly focused on the Borellus connection.
Actually, by the way,
yeah.
I knew Stalin couldn't be trusted.
Yeah.
That freaking guy.
That freaking guy.
Look, watch out for that Stalin. He's a bad egg.
Yeah.
You're just doing it to spoiler alert. Stalin did not well.
Yeah. So yeah, you're just reading about the future. It's pretty interesting. Yeah. So
wait, they built more of those goddamn bombs?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, a lot of them. So, yeah, one thing that comes to you is you do find references to Simon or Jacques Venice's necromancy. You find a lot of these references to necromancy. And one thing you find out is a way to contact people that are dead. And you realize it's not really so much as contacting them as dead as contacting them in another timeline. There's a witch in New England who could go through time and space, and that's how she spoke to the quote unquote dead, is she was just talking to them in the angles of time and other timelines. And so you can talk to dead people if you want. And Agent Quinn.
Yeah, mainly since they're also looking at that for our main quarry. I'm also looking for this any other references to this unzipper too, because we still have to hunt this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
as that's like it still is threatening other people that we knew and loved. So
yeah.
So I guess the research, are there occult or natural potentially?
Yeah, the occult. Yeah, that would work. And so you read about the unzipper, and you realize that the unzipper is that there is conflict between these entities or cosmic beings, and they act through their agents and avatars and influences. That what Orrin was influenced in was the gate and the key, which is not Carcosa. And Carcosa was, in fact, trying to limit or stop the influence of the gate and the key. And the unzipper is, in fact, an extension or an agent of Carcosa, trying to comprehend Simon Orrin and thus figure out how to nullify him or negate him. And so
that's not our enemy. So, or it's at least it's an agent of this place that's just trying to, well, for lack of a better term, clip all the branches.
But what you do realize is, so what are you more interested in? Trying to understand what the gate and the key is, or trying to understand what the unzipper or Carcosa is?
The gate and the key. So,
okay.
Since that kind of...
Yeah. The gate and the key is all of time and space. And so, another name for it is Yog-Sothoth. And you're not sure exactly what Orrin wanted to do with it, but you realize there's actually some notes written in your hand talking about the basement of the Mansion of Doors. And you see a door that you didn't notice before, but it definitely leads to the basement.
What does the rest of my notes say about it? Why don't go in there?
No, it says that truly understanding what Yog-Sothoth's, Simon Orrin's plans and Yog-Sothoth's can be truly understood in the basement of the Mansion of Doors.
Gentlemen, point over the door. I'm going to say that I found a paragraph that apparently is my handwriting, or at least looks enough like this, saying that we could understand more in the basement of the House of Doors, and it looks like a door has just opened up for us.
Do we want to check out the other two rooms?
I vote for the door.
Yeah, let's do that.
The basement door?
Yeah.
All right.
I warn you, I don't know what is down there too, or even if this is just a trick of this place again.
Do you know what's in here?
God, no. So,
do you know what I'm even made of?
Well, I'm assuming...
Or how we're even talking right now?
Well, I assume you're flesh and blood comparatively to everything else, unless I'm mistaken. And again, that could be...
you would be over 100.
Obviously, but in terms right now, if going by relative your time...
You're selecting this moment to have an existential crisis?
I mean, it's kind of amazing it didn't happen sooner to any of us.
I'm opening the basement door.
I forgot to ask Nelson, when you're rereading your own files, is there anything you're trying to figure out or resolve?
Actually, I'm most interested in how many times the unzipper struck, and it was perhaps hidden from me by Delta Green in order to keep my leash short.
8 more times that they know of.
All right, I'm a little upset.
Yeah?
You can take it up with Carstairs.
Otherwise, I'll limit my knowledge of the future because I've read science fiction. You don't do
That's
that.
bullshit. I'm trying to struggle knowledge of the future out with you.
It seems Delta Green Carstairs was holding this information from you to keep you focus on this. Yeah, and all the victims are connected to, you can all find traces. Every victim is connected to this case in some way. The unzipper is attempting to understand Simon Orrin by dismantling people that are tangentially connected. Witnesses, victims, or just, people in the wrong place at the wrong time, but had some proximal connection to it. You walk down a spiral staircase to the basement. The basement is a very long hallway, and there is a vault door at the end of it. There are red lights, like emergency lighting. And there is a figure in a hazmat suit with a machine gun, a standing sentinel there. It kind of the hazmat guard is kind of like, what? Huh?
Hello?
Are you real?
Yes, we are.
Do you have invitations to the ball at the palace?
Yes.
All right, they don't lie. Show me the invitations. You don't have them. Show the invitation. They point the guard points a rifle at you.
Just kind of going.
Fine, you called my bluff. I don't have it.
No, wait. It's like pull up the king yell. Invitation?
No. Look, I need someone who's real and not one of those things.
Like we are. We're people.
I'm real serious about this.
Okay.
So if you want to, just
look, I'm Agent Timothy. We are real.
Okay. You sound real. You don't sound like one of those fucking things.
What do they sound like?
Oh, you get it. They always sound real polite. They don't sound worried about anything.
I want you to know that we are fucking worried about many things here.
Okay. So the figure takes off the hazmat mask and helmet, and you see a woman who looks, hasn't slept very much, like middle-aged. She's like, look, this goes to the Baltimore zone, the zone 0. My daughter's in there. She's still uninfected. She's got like 18 more hours before her suit will give out. I need someone. I can run the line in and pull you out, but you need to go in and find her. She'll be the only uninfected in there. It'll be real easy to find,
The Baltimore zone sounds like the Russian version of The Wire.
What's that?
I'm going to search that, dude. It's Baltimore zone. You watch, yes?
you like crime, don't we?
It's like imagining Bunk throwing lug nuts forward to check for anomalies.
Yeah.
Surprise, comrade.
It's like we sell drugs.
Look, I have food. I have some rations. I have some meds. I'll trade them if you can get my daughter in, but I can't go in because I need someone to work the line to pull us back out.
Sure.
All right, let's act in caution. You help us, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, I got gas masks that'll give you like 2 hours. She's only be like 15 minutes from the gate. I think some wreckage fell on her leg. She needs someone to lift it up.
Quick question before we go. What year are you from? What year, please?
2002.
Okay. Thank you. Everything's fine.
Okay.
It's like kind of.
Yeah. The zone's been pretty quiet for a while, but it just flared up. We didn't know. Yeah. So, okay. Yeah. All right. So she gets this. She has this industrial winch system and she it can take up to 8 people. And she puts these belts on you, harnesses belts and steel cabling behind, hooks you in. All right. So yeah, there's the system here. Work it. And there's 3 buttons on it. Yeah. There's good, there's standby, and there's bad. So yeah, don't be an asshole. If it's bad, let me know so I can cut you loose.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, anybody can make a spend on military science or survival.
To know this is a terrible idea.
Well, to understand the system that she's sort of assuming that
I'll spend military science.
Yeah. Yeah, she's sending you into a hot zone, and the if you push the red button, you're saying, I'm dead or dying, cut the line, I'm not coming back. Yeah.
We're all on the same line.
No, there's 4 lines.
Okay.
Everyone will be on a separate line, but yeah. You just go in, she should be 10-15 minutes from it. Here's a tracker. Who wants the tracker?
I'll take it. So this
do you know how to use that?
No, actually.
You're from 1936. You have no idea.
I'm fascinated by this.
Handed. Yeah.
Yeah, a computer, yeah.
Is it actually full of what is this made of?
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Yeah. Grandpa spent a little too much time out there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so yeah, you see any anomalies that I don't have anything to deal with the bushes, with the thorns. Sorry. Yeah, but it should be pretty clear. We burned it pretty good before we got in. But yeah, you see any of those fucking corpse eaters, go hog wild on them. Yeah. What part did I lose you at? Yeah.
The corpse eaters part.
Yeah, the tunnel dwellers, they call themselves...
Look, I don't like Baltimore either. New York all the way, baby. Greatest city in the world.
Oh, the ghouls.
Yeah.
So they're on surface now?
Well, yeah.
No, I thought they couldn't... Never mind. So we will find you.
I read about something about them back from the French Revolution back in the day, but
This ritual I learned. Can I do it anywhere?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will go in armed with that.
Yeah.
let's go then.
All right, everyone give me a stability check. Opens up the vault door.
5.
No.
Okay.
6.
If you fail, lose 2 stability and 1 sanity. If you make it, lose 1 sanity.
1 sanity.
Yeah. Welcome to Baltimore as a post-apocalyptic hell zone.
So a slightly worse day than normal.
Yeah.
Sorry, Baltimore.
So the problem with it is, well, yeah, there are. The city is absolutely devastated. It doesn't look like nuclear fallout per se, like the buildings are wrecked, but they look more intact. What you all see in the distance, though, are buildings are overrun with these strange thorn bushes and vegetation, which actually reminds you, Nelson, a bit of that garden you saw in Oren's safe house in Marseille.
Okay.
Yeah, you didn't go in there, so you didn't see it up too close, but you do see a similarity there. But yeah, they're corpses. This is like a city. Millions of people have died. This is definitely not your timeline, to say the least. But
Yeah, I saw Hootie and the Blowfish here in '94.
yeah,
Way better back then.
and
Probably they didn't fight as hard.
but this immediate area has been scorched. It looks like it was hit with like napalm or, a bunker buster or something like that. Just absolutely. But in the distance, you can see these fractal thorn bushes start already regrowing very slowly, but like slow, but
we could see them grow.
Yeah, you could see them growing. So not that slow.
Fast for Bush.
Very fast for a bush.
Fast for Bush. Tattooed salts, fast for Bush. Man, we're getting album covers in this. The Baltimore zone. Oh my god.
That's in early 2000s.
I probably have a Bush CD in my CD changer. Parked outside the McAllister building.
Yeah. And
You have any Glenn Miller?
No.
all of you walk just a short way. You have the tracker and it points you in a direction. It's only 100 meters away. So behind a pile of rubble, you see a woman in another full hazmat suit, or a person you can't really make out, but her leg is underneath a steel girder. It doesn't look like her leg is crushed. It just looks like it's trapped. And she's been slowly trying to dig a hole in the very hard rubble underneath to try and get herself out. But she is.
Did she give us a name?
Yeah, we'll say Alexandria.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just with yours, Alexandria.
Oh my God, you're so under-equipped.
Yes, dear. So
Yeah, get me out. So
All
right. So who's standing watch and who's digging?
You want me to stand watch with the Thompson?
yes, I'll dig.
Okay.
So,
No, I appreciate your work ethic. I mean, you're healthy at your age. Go for it.
Yeah.
well,
Is anyone else digging or standing watch or looking
I'll
around?
definitely help him dig. Yeah.
All right. So you two are digging.
There are cars nearby.
Yeah, there's a car nearby.
Can I break into one?
Yeah.
Do they have a spare, like a car jack?
Did they have a Bush CD?
Give me a preparedness.
Is there going to be
You
a
can
car
spend
alarm
on
that goes
preparedness on
off
that.
when this thing
no, there's
hits?
a lot of Green Day in there.
Is there
Is
going
this
to be
preparedness to find a car jack or preparedness to have brought a car jack with
To find one.
Okay.
Yeah, is this one of those cars that's going to have a car alarm?
Or you
go
can
off?
spend a point of notice to just find one.
I'll spend the point of notice. Just
Okay. So you're finding that. You're standing watch. Give me a sense trouble check.
Where'd you go, you son of a bitch? There we go. Spend 3.
Okay.
Oh, 9.
Oh, yeah. Jeez.
I see everything.
Yeah, there is a horrible, emaciated humanoid figure partially wrapped in this vegetation, slinking its way towards them since they're digging. Pretty far away though, but it's very stealthy, but you're super fucking alert. You find a car jack.
I'm going to try to avoid gunshot noises first, but something in the bushes there. It's slowly coming towards you, but it's still pretty far away.
Oh, okay. Do you have a beat on it while I'm digging?
I do, but I'd rather not lay down fire at it until I know we're ready to go.
Okay, I need to go more quickly.
I
So
get the car jack under the girder and start.
Yeah. All right. That's as you do that, you can see the creature kind of is looking up a little bit and realizes that its time window is shrinking. So it starts scuttling forward on all fours.
At that point, like, all right, we're doing this.
All right, roll firearms.
I want to spend 2. 4.
Okay. You hit it. It squeals, and you rip it apart. You don't have to roll damage, and it's very fragile. It was very hungry. And in the distance, though, you can hear more yelping, screams as machine gun fire.
Like, they certainly know we're here now, so hurry up.
3 of you give me athletics checks.
Okay. That's my last one. Hope to God I make it.
Been a lot of firearms so far. So,
6.
Okay. 6?
9.
2 out of 3 is enough. So just a 1. Yeah.
I spent 2. I got a 3. But
Yeah. Okay. Well,
that's
yeah.
not sufficient.
No, but with the jack and 2 of you, you're able to get her up, and you're all able to limp back as you can begin to see dozens of these figures pop out of the vegetation and start swarming towards you. But all of you get reeled back in because once you're near the portal event horizon, you're supposed to hit the green button, and you'll be reeled in the rest of the way. The actual stepping through the portal is a bit bumpy. So, and you all kind of black out for a moment as you go through the threshold. But you're back. And the mother, thank you. Yeah, that crate over there, it's got food, it's got meds, it's got ammo. Yeah, take whatever you need. Thank you.
No, no trouble, Hall, dear. But how long have you been guarding this door?
Oh, just a couple hours. This is, thank you. I didn't know there were any people left east of the Rockies.
Oh, well, Alexandar, we want to keep a low profile, obviously, for security's sake.
yes, because you have to east of the Rockies.
But like I said, what's the situation over here? Because the news, we only have bits and pieces.
Well, we thought we had it contained up until last summer, and then there was just another burst of growth, and it started consuming the eastern seaboard. New York's gone. I'm sorry. I don't know where you've been, but yeah, most of the East Coast is gone. It just, we thought, we hit it with Agent Orange back in the 70s when it started, in 69 when it started. And we've never been able to fully contain it. Yeah.
What started in 69?
We lost Baltimore. It started the intrusion. Another universe collided with ours. It opened up the fractal vegetation.
Of course. So
the ghouls weren't until the mid 70s. I guess, trauma does the things to people's memories. You don't remember school?
No, you have to consider that as well. Yes, but
your cell's history stops after Baltimore. Baltimore's history didn't stop, though.
Well, you don't know what happened in Baltimore. You know they were heading to Baltimore, and that's where the files.
Yeah, I know, but I know Baltimore existed in 1995 as something other than a
exactly
fractal devil forms.
You went to a concert, right?
Yeah.
The Orioles, damn them, play there.
Yeah, so you don't know if you're the failed timeline or if this is the failed timeline.
Obviously, I'm the best.
I
have frosted tips and a Mark McGrath goatee.
So what has 2 thumbs and he's the best timeline?
Yeah.
History ended because we won.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So
the Soviet Union fell. Therefore, ipso facto. So yeah, you could take some supplies from them and go back up that spiral staircase. She doesn't really seem to notice.
Oh,
okie dokie.
Yeah.
We got to find our way out of here. Okay. So we do the ritual that Orm did, right? Orm could get through this place. That's who you were chasing, right?
Yes. We say it's ritual. You mean turn to salt?
No. The
never again.
ritual from
Never
your
again.
notes.
Yeah, he did open a portal to Carcosa.
Yeah.
Well, I might be able to help that at least too, because on point of spend and unnatural, could I understand this, what this specifically does and how it would affect us? Or
what, derive? Yeah, you could also learn it if you want to read the same files he did. So.
I have unnatural, so.
Yeah.
We all do. I think we all do.
Yeah, I made sure you all had it. So
okay.
I would like to cast that ritual.
It's a
That ritual.
It's a chant or a song that is performed while the caster walks, apparently aimlessly, on a complex and ever-changing path.
Spell comes along, you must cast it.
So it could be performed in back alleys or winding country roads, but not on a straight path or highway. After several months walking, reality begins to soften until the caster slips through the cracks and vanishes, appearing somewhere else close to the desired destination. So, but you have to go through this is sort of the antechambers of the mansion. You have to go to the mansion proper, the infinite section. And so you open up the doors and you can see the mansion just continues on a recursive. All of you just as you push past the double doors that the butler told you about, that's where Allard went. You see the mansion, and in your mind's eye, you can see it just continue on. And you see things and people wandering through there. You see your fellow 2 agents. They're lost here. They're being chased by men with shotguns and gas masks, screaming about static protocol. You see marionettes, human-sized marionettes, held up by strings that go up into this darkness. You see a woman planning a bomb and cackling to herself. You see a figure wearing a crown, and that's when you're sort of that's when the vision ends. But you start a wandering. Yeah.
For a mosey.
Mm-hmm. And all of you see Garrison open up a portal that kind of shimmers in the air as he disappears. So, do you follow?
Yes.
Yes, of
All right.
course. So there's
You find yourself in a workshop. And you see someone you realize is the unzipper. He is not at work though, so he is a man. He is wearing a leather apron and leather gloves, and he is looking at a human who is on a meat hook but still alive. And looking, the man on the meat hook just looks kind of bland and passe as Gabriel takes his gloves and pushes through the arm, separating it at the joint, not leaving a single bit of blood, but like amputating it in such a way as though it was natural. He was born that way. And he takes the arm from the forearm and looks on it, kind of studying it very intently. And then he finally notices, "Oh, hello. Do you wish to, were you here for a lesson? I have more gloves. I could show you."
no.
He's like,
Does the same thing happen when I put my black light on him?
Yeah, he shows up. There's actually 2 of him. There is a version, there's like right next to him, there is another human silhouette that mirrors his movements. So like what you're seeing is like a reflection or a shadow of him. But the real self, which you can only see as the silhouette of the black light, is like a foot to his left, or like 6 inches to his left.
You exist at 2 different wavelengths.
Yes, I was tasked by my king to understand this Simon Orn, and he does such interesting things with the human mind by reducing the mind and the soul into a powder that can then be mixed and refined and intermingled with other things like drugs or smoked and my king wanted me to understand it so I could explain it to him. And of course my techniques are interesting, but it's not the same. My incisions are too large. He cuts another arm off with a finger.
Not to be to impose, but could you not do that?
Oh yes, I should go to the salts. I have mastered Simon Orn's art too. He walks over to the section of the workshop. There's on the wall, there are all these little alcoves and there's pots in them. And he takes one out and starts pouring out a powder. So yes, I have mastered the art of resurrection, and I think I have understood. In fact, I think I've improved upon it, because I think there is a way to reduce someone into salts, but then take other salts and then mix them and still create a person afterward, not a monster but a better person, someone more suitable for a certain task.
my eye starts twitching involuntarily.
So yes, I've been founding here, but really the question is, my king wanted me to stop Simon Orn, and I cannot do that by myself. But I realized I could make someone who could stop Simon Orn. And that's where you come in. Would you like to stop Simon Orn?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
but
yes.
Can we do it without one of your homunculi?
No. You don't understand. Not one of my homunculi. I can remake you into someone who can stop Simon Orn.
Creep ass.
Now, of course, I would not force you to do this. This must be done voluntarily, because if I enslave you or force you to do that, how would I guarantee that you would go after Simon Orn if I return you to Baltimore in time to stop what you just saw? I imagine it looks like you've seen what happens if Simon Orn succeeds. Then you also know what happens if he doesn't succeed. Hootie and the Blowfish.
It's like,
It's a beautiful future.
I know, I was there. So if you want to go, for you, Agent Garrison, do you see that door at the far end? That will take you back to the McAllister building. And you can...
Is Abigail there?
No, her path is. You'll have to follow her path the full way.
Good enough for me.
Okay?
Let's go now. They brief you when we get there.
Honestly, though, I know a shortcut that gets her closer to Abigail. The Night Floors is there, but like that, there's an iron. You see that second door that leads to very much. It's much closer to where she is now. It's a little more dangerous, but you may not have context for it. But that's closer to where she is now. But if you want to fight Simon Orne, agree to my services. And if you see that at the very far end of the hall, there is a statue of the king. And but his mouth is open wide. And I can slide a tray through that opening. And through that opening, you will be reborn. And you'll have a chance to stop Mr. Orne.
I have a possible compromise on this because I'll be honest right now, being fully remade is not something I think I can do.
I've already done it once, I'll do it.
But pulling out the giant case and the cylindrical sculpture, this, from what I understand, the research allows us to see or at least act through something else.
Mm-hmm.
If you were to make one of your entities from these salts, could we possibly control it through this instead?
I mean, ask your... Well, I mean, I don't know how that would get through the tray. Only through the king's mouth can you get to Baltimore directly.
Well, I mean, we can...
Well, you ask your agent. I have no work materials other than you. This thing right here is only a practice dummy. It's mindless. It can't help you.
But we can give it a mind.
Well, you're my raw materials.
Look, if it means I can get it Orne, sure. I've already been remade once.
One volunteer.
So I would like to attempt to see if I can connect this to that.
I've already gone back to the New York door.
Garrison just walks through. Yeah. You find yourself in the hallway back in the McAllister building. Yeah. All right.
I continue on to my totally normal life as a protagonist in the Impossible Landscapes campaign.
Yeah.
Everything will be fine.
Yeah, there's a dog. Oh, there's a dog. You saw that dog earlier. You should follow that dog.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right.
So basically, I do want to see if I can use this like Yithian projection device to take control of the dummy or the mindless one.
The dynamite, you cannot.
Can't. Okay.
No, not that. It is.
This is pretty much my last game in this campaign, right?
It depends on your schedule in real life, but yeah, you could
put me on the slab.
All right. So, Dr. Quinn.
Strapping yourself.
Dr. Quinn, you could follow Agent Garrison. He wanted to debrief you. Or you could go closer to where Abigail is. You don't even know who Abigail is, I believe.
I don't, so...
I'll lead you. I'll tell you what I didn't tell Garrison. She's at the ball with the king at the palace. Do you want an invitation?
I'm supposed to understand this so we can not let our worlds intersect again as much as that, but yes.
You do want the invitation.
I will take this for understanding.
Here, yes, excellent. He produces an invitation to the ball and says, go through that second door. That'll lead you to a place called the Whisper Labyrinth. Follow that, and that'll take you to the city of Carcosa proper. And then just go to the center. That's where the palace is.
I guess this would be at least the way I find that knowledge right now and hopefully block all the accesses. But this is the knowledge that I think I need. So, gentlemen, good luck.
Like, yeah, fine. Let's do this.
Yes, good. 2 subjects, more than I had hoped for. Thank you so much for your. When you next awaken, you will be in Baltimore. You will be renewed, and you will be in a prime state to stop Simon Orne. So
you awaken, you'll be in Baltimore.
Yeah,
that's terrifying.
So first, we must render you down. So
it's happened before.
Yes. So if you get on that slab, I'll begin.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's where we'll end as Agent Nelson and
Agent Nelson
back into Essential Salts, and they'll make a guest appearance in the finale of the campaign. So yeah, I wanted to explore Carcosa a little more. This is not what
that.
Yeah, this is original. This is not in the campaign book. Yeah.
I kind of saw this going in a direction like this guy would chop one of us into parts and where you make it as like a mannequin and then get them back on stage and have like a Final Fantasy fight with Ore on there.
Well, I am going to run the campaign finale as written and that takes place in Baltimore. So I'm not.
Well, since you're dust now, we could end Borellus' campaign with burying you on Easter Island.
Yeah,
Mega appropriate.
Full circle.
Yeah. So yeah,
Sometimes the ancient buries the man cocaine.
but
Sometimes the man cocaine.
yeah,
buries-
sometimes cocaine buries you. Yeah. When you're describing the unzipper, I realized the way you described how he killed people is kind of like reducing people to essential salts, and the Carcosa stuff, like him taking a shortcut to Carcosa to get away from the players, is in the campaign book. So I was like, well, they let it open that there's Carcosa in this campaign. So I might, I might as well expand on this a little bit. So yeah,
You can make 3 whole movies out of it.
I could make whole things out of it. Yeah,
Just one blurb.
yeah, and so I was like, oh, so I just thought about like the connections between. Yeah. And like the weird stuff they do with essential salts in this book, like cutting heroin with fucking essential salts to give you ghost fish. It's like, well, yeah, there's some weird shit. And definitely King and Yell will be really like, that's pretty cool shit. So
Also, I forgot. What year did Bryson Springs take place again? Do we remember? Did we put a year?
Yeah, I did it originally. I don't remember.
That's like,
it's in the 30s.
I'm glad that Ross brought up that too, because I was going to make a little bleep mention right now. It's like, oh well, my nephew right now is supposedly going out west right now, and rumor said.
Oh, that wasn't even necessarily a fisherman reference. There's just the
There's a ton of
marionette.
mannequins. And
Yeah, they're
It's
This is like 90% mannequins.
yeah, but
Yeah.
even still, that was kind of.
But the ammo case, you know what that is, right? Yeah. Lover in the eyes. Yeah, I had to have a little fun there.
There could have been sharks. Too.
Yeah. So yeah, this is just Ross having fun. All right. Yeah. But it was worth it just to have you guys read the own campaign notes of the campaign as you're going through it.
I
Yeah.
was trying to smuggle time information out with Nelson.
Yeah. Geez, Nelson. Yeah, he couldn't go along.
I really wanted.
I wanted a 100-point pool of Know the Future for the last episode.
Yeah.
I did want to control like the homunculus through basically Yithian mind projection, going, "This is the future."
I mean, the way. Yeah, spoilers for Impossible Landscapes. If Carcosa is real, then nothing else matters. It's just Carcosa, but like at least in Impossible Landscape. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, thank you all so much for listening and indulging in me for this one little episode.
I hope Ross had fun.
Yay, Ross had fun.
Yeah.
So, yeah, next time we'll start Operation. Let's see here. It is Operation Nepenthe. The last operation, Borellus Connection, and 3 agents will show up, and maybe another one will show up. And their hour of need, and he'll be really cool and normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.